Hi, I hope you are doing well. Welcome to the next part of our series, and this is the INLAP Appendices. When you log into QuickBase, this will bring you to your home screen. You'll select on the Document Library app, and this will bring you to the Document Library site dashboard. The INLAP Appendices only apply if you are an AFRICOS site, as this is an associated document for AFRICOS. If you select on the INLAP Appendices quick button, this will bring you to another table. This contains a lot of great information. It's a filterable table with your different document types, titles, your site, and the status. As you can see here, even though for AFRICOS there's 3 appendices, your main document type will be Appendix A or Appendix B. And the reason that is because Appendix B and Appendix C are linked together. The Appendix C is an approval to continue based on your Appendix B results. So we've put that into one table so that it's easy to find and contain that information and link it together for you as a site team. Appendix A, of course, is done if you have any changes of equipment or information. So you should have every 6 months an Appendix B and then Appendix A as there are changes. So using this filterable table, if we only wanted to look at the Appendix A's that are currently within the system, here on the document type, we would just select Appendix A. As you'll notice, on this table, just for Appendix A, you still have the column headers for Appendix B, date, results, Appendix B, file upload, Appendix C, return date, and Appendix C file upload. And the reason that is because this is a comprehensive table and it's really a quick overview button. So for Appendix A, these fields will be blank. You can access the Appendix A by selecting directly on that file upload, which will bring you to a full Appendix A listing and date. Whoops, I'm sorry, all my Word documents opened. Or you can select the full line, and this will bring you to a document overview and details table. The document over, as you can see, this is an appendix type of document. The document type is Appendix A. The status is active. The title is Appendix A test or training. In the case of your site team, it will likely be the name of the appendix and your site name. Whom the author was, this might be blank, or this might be something that is noting as for your site. So this will still be something that is email driven, so you'll still email INLAP as you receive these appendices, and then we'll go ahead and upload them. But this will be the most current version of what is currently with INLAP. The protocol number will of course be RB329, and then protocol version will tie into what protocol version this Appendix A was received in. And this will help if we have any changes or additions in testing, and we'll be able to kind of look at this by protocol version also. The document details will say what the last review date was. As Appendix A isn't done, at a defined frequency, this will give us an ability to look to see when was that last Appendix A received or there were last changes. And then to access the Appendix A, the same, you would just go ahead and select this, and this would take you to the Appendix A. Associated documents would be something that if you send over and you just wanted us to keep track of, we could add in associated documents, and the same for updates and comments, anything that is not necessarily noted in the attachment, we would be able to note here. Now, if I go back to our appendix report, Currently, because I just hit the back button, this is already filtered. But I'm going to remove the Appendix A document type filter by clicking that X button. Now, if I only wanted to look at Appendix B, we can either filter or we could just directly select. But so let's just go ahead and directly select so that you know that there are multiple ways to access any of your documents. So the document type will be Appendix B, your site name, your title of your appendix. Appendix A, this field is blank because this is referring to Appendix B, and the reason again that Appendix A isn't listed here and is a separate line item is because this is separate than our every 6-month Appendix B documentation. This will tell you the last Appendix B date, if results are satisfactory or unsatisfactory. This will be a quick link for the Appendix B. I just select on that hyperlink, and then I can pull this up, and then you'll be able to see how everything worked and if there were any challenges. The Appendix C returned, Appendix C return date, and then signed Appendix C. You're all very familiar with this version. And of course, a signed one would have the signature date if approval is granted or if there are any comments. Alternatively, we can select that full line and it will bring you to the overview and the details. So as you can see at the top, we have the Appendix tab. The document overview will be Appendix B. If it's active or inactive, the title of the appendice, the protocol and associated version. The document details will be the date of the last appendice, the next due date, which will be 6 months from the last received date. If the results are satisfactory, the Appendix B. If the Appendix C was returned, the return date, and then the upload for Appendix C.
I didn't understand that.
If there's anything that you need to look at or modify, you can click Edit. Associated documents will be the same. If there's any associated documents, say EQA reports or something like that we receive, we'd be able to put that here. Updates and comments are again the same. If this is something that we have anything that we would specifically like to note or comment on, we would be able to put in updates and comments. Now I'm going to return to my home screen. And that is our brief overview of our appendices. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please do let us know.